So I would like to welcome everyone. We appreciate you joining us today. First, I would, as always, love to thank Ari for his wonderful piano leading us in. Isn't he just amazing? Thank you, Ari. Your music always inspires us. I would also, on the theme, like to thank Fran Coolhaven, who is our amazing streamer and video person. We really appreciate all that you do, and it really helps us to have closed captioning. And one of the reasons that the streaming is so helpful is because you can hear all voices, not just what the speaky is easy is saying. So in a few minutes, we are honored to reopen the Educational Resources Building, updated and ready to support educators across the metaverse in its new space. It was built by and for educators who believe in innovation, collaboration, and the power of shared knowledge. Then the excitement continues as we launch the VWEC Community Fair, packed with exhibits and resources, networking, and inspiration. A place that we will come to often during the summer to get to see organizations and creators from across the grid come together to showcase what's possible when passion meets purpose. What amazing communities have joined us, and you won't even be able to see all of it today. Because no celebration is complete without a party, we're ending the day with a full-on anniversary dance, a chance to unwind, connect, and celebrate everything we've accomplished together. We are fortunate to have the amazing Toriara, Tori, I'm messing up your name, Fairlander, our dear friend Tori, celebrating a year of growth, connection, and achievements, and welcoming an even brighter year ahead. To get us started, 5 years ago, the VWEC began as a vision, a belief that educators, creators, and explorers could come together to build something extraordinary in virtual worlds. Today, we celebrate not just an anniversary, but our community's story. If you've ever been curious, if you believe in the future of education in virtual worlds, you understand how we were feeling 5 years ago. Today is appropriately about community. We each knew that together we could be better, and many have worked toward that goal. And here we are today, 5 years later, just getting started. 5 years, one incredible community, endless possibilities ahead. The purpose of the educational region was to bring educational communities together in a main grid with goals that include creating welcoming educational spaces that newcomers can easily find, that promote interaction among residents, and that provide safe, fun, attractive, and easy links to the larger educational community and their students. This event celebrates 5 years. I've said that several times, but it's just because it's so amazing. Community, even in a virtual world, is the reminder that none of us are building, learning, or dreaming alone. It's the spark that happens when people from different places, backgrounds, and time zones show up in the same digital space and decide to create something meaningful together. In a world where distance can feel enormous, community shrinks that distance down to a single shared moment. It gives us belonging, purpose, and the sense that our contributions matter. In virtual worlds, community is even more powerful because it's intentional. No one arrives by accident. We choose to log on, to participate, to collaborate, to support one another. We choose to show up. And that choice creates a kind of connection that's both resilient and deeply human. Community is the heartbeat of everything we do. The reason our ideas grow, our projects thrive, and our spaces feel alive. It's proof that even in pixels and code, people can find real friendship, real inspiration, and real momentum. And when a community like ours gathers, celebrates, and looks toward the future together, it becomes something more than a group. It becomes a force, one that can shape the next 5 years and beyond. You are that community. We want to thank a few folks, and then we will move on to the rest of our program. First, I would like to recognize the VWEC board. They are just wonderful to work with, and we so appreciate their dedication. Would each of you please stand? That's Dodge Threebeards, John O'Connor, Lucina Wisdom Seeker, Marie, Max Chatnor, Meryl McBride, Valibrarian, and Zinnia Saber. Could you give them a big hand, please? Thank you so much. Each anniversary, we also try to highlight and recognize one of our VWEC teams. We have amazing teams and they do a great work, and we so appreciate it, every single one. And if you'd like to join a team, please let us know. We'd love to have you. This year, we would like the events team to come up, please. So if you could come up to the stage. Those of you that are on the event team, they are from around the world, so we may not have that many people. Oh, here we have. This team has given so much of their time to make VWEC something worthwhile. They meet every 2 weeks, find amazing speakers, donate their time to the events, and really have made our events something to benefit from as educators. I'd like to turn it over to Marie Vans, Amvans Lapis here in Second Life. Marie is an associate professor at Colorado State University and researcher who has led this team with dedication and finesse since the beginning.
Okay, hopefully you guys can hear me.
We can.
Great. Okay, I want to thank everyone for being here today. When I look back at this events team, what it has accomplished over the last year and a half, it's actually 5 years, I know, but if I'm just looking at the last year and a half, I'm super grateful. We've gone from a calendar in 2022 with a lot of question marks to a consistent lineup on the second and fourth Fridays of each month. And we've been coordinating across time zones from Ireland to Turkey to New Mexico, and still managed to land it all at 1:00 p.m. Second Life time. Here are just a few highlights that this amazing team has pulled off over the last year and a half. We kicked off 2025 with talks from Roxy Nero and BJ Gearbox, Keeper Baxter, John O'Connor on The Trouble with Tech, and our wonderful Avatar Scholar panel that brought together John, myself, Tom Bolstorff, Chandra, Barbara Gentle, and Max Chatnoir. We hosted KG Guillory, Jillian Reyes on the Virtual Worlds Museum, Skipper Abel, and Bunny Bernstein. Our VWBPE highlight panel let us bring the conference back to the plaza, and Letty Luckstone launched our Summer of Fun last year with a beautiful conversation about gamification. Summer rolled on in with our experiential learning processes panel, which included Marley, Max, Kaylee West, Creative Studios, and Cooper Swizzle. And we had Gentle, Day Miami, and Lucia and Val on on Mind Test. We did the whole VWMOOC 2025 outreach event in August that walked visitors through every corner of the Eduverse. The landing point, the student challenge exhibits, the info center, the avatar scholar, ed resources, model of teaching, and the commons. Then that fall brought Spiff, David Burden, and Cora Mosley, Grace Velvet, and Dr. Rueda. We closed out 2025 with Meryl McBride and rang in 2026 with Steven Zootfly, Phil Youngblood, and our VR Exploders Club panel. We had also Meg was wonderful, from learners to leaders in the virtual world. And when speakers weren't able to attend at the last minute, as we know happens in the real world, members from our events team quickly stepped in to fill the void. I'm looking at you, John and Magwa. Our VWBPE highlights panel and student challenge panel rounded out our spring. None of this happens without the people in this room or this area. So I personally want to thank the events team for building this into a steady global effort. Elli, Magwa, John, Meryl, Val, and Eric, your commitment, flexibility, and generosity make this work. And also Leah Pop, so we're glad that she just recently joined us. Now, looking ahead, our Summer of Communities Fair is shaping up to be our most ambitious season yet. A week ago Friday, Val herded cats once again as she hosted lightning talks and booth visits. June 12th brings Sophia Sakura to the plaza, in which her presentation looks at how participation can be designed as a developmental process using coffee and co-working as a case study. It shows how thoughtful socio-technical design, blending simple rituals, supportive tools, and care-centered practices can foster gradual engagement, collaboration, and a sustainable community culture. And we have more, but in August, our VWMOOC will be pulling together a panel about building community behind the scenes. The stream team, the mentors, the people who make virtual worlds actually work. And beyond August, the calendar keeps unfolding. We always have this problem with the events in that we're booked 6 months in advance, and when we want to add somebody, we have to tell them they can talk to us in 6 months. So beyond August, we are hoping to have conversations on digital legacy and surviving the shutdown, as well as on alts, bots, NPCs, and me. And I think these are going to spark some very interesting reflections on identity in virtual environments. But more than any single talk or panel, what I hope you take away from today is that what we're doing here is bigger than a Friday afternoon event. We are stitching together a community of experts, nonprofit change makers, researchers, and builders who genuinely believe that virtual worlds are places where real learning, real connection, and real change can happen. Every speaker we host, every booth that we've set up, every cat that Val herds adds up to something. And the something it adds up to is community, and that keeps showing up every year over year. And it's and for the events team, it's a full slate, and it's a good slate, and it's only possible because of the people on this team and all of you that keep showing up to learn and connect. So thank you, all of you, and here's to the next 5 years.
And now we're over to you, Val.
Thank you so much, Marie. The events team has helped share some amazing educational projects and sharing what many of you here today bring to virtual worlds. So it's my pleasure to call out the names, starting with our event team leader, Marie Vans. Applause. And next on the team, let's have Meryl walk up here close to the stage, Meryl McBride. I'm not sure if all of our team members could be here today, but our next event team member, John O'Connor. Also on our events team, and this is a very global team, I might add, Magua Theriak. And our final award on the events team is going to Medi Martian. Applause for all. And I'd like to add, for organizing this anniversary celebration today, let's hear an applause for Elli Pinion. I cannot express how wonderful it is to have the pleasure of working with Elli. Huge thank you, Elli Pinion.
Oh, you are so sweet, Val. Thank you so much. And those who were able to come on the stage, we just gave you a plaque. If you would add it, we'll get a picture of you. And you're so sweet, Val. Thank you so much. Whoop. There we go. Yeah, it is a real pleasure to work with all of you, and we really appreciate our events team folks. Oh, there you go. See, we're good at SL, aren't we? Thank you, thank you. Hopefully somebody's getting a few pictures. Thank you all. We so appreciate each of you. And thank you, Val. Next, I would like to introduce Cinia Zauber. Cinia is on our board, as you found out earlier, leads the marketing team, and took time to lead the renovation of our educational resources area. This area is so important to what we do. I'm sure that when you first got to SL or other virtual worlds, you were thrilled to find free tools, clothes, and ideas to help you get settled there. Cinia holds a Master of Fine Arts degree and teaches at Peninsula College in Washington State. And we so appreciate all that she does. And actually, we're doing a full-fledged cut the ribbon. So if you'll follow me over to the ribbon, and we'll let Cinia say a few words. Ribbon is right outside our new building, and voice will disappoint us if we don't stay right here. So then we'll move in when Cinia's ready. So over to you, Cinia.
Thank you so much. This has been so much fun, and I wanted to share that I brought my students here on Thursday, and they just thought everything was so beautiful and wonderful. So thank you very much. So Elli, I wasn't sure how you wanted to do this, and then I've got a lot to share using Speakeasy as my guide.
Let's officially cut the ribbon, and then we can move inside the Ed Resources building, and you can share with us if that's okay.
Awesome.
So
thank you.
Touch it, and it will cut it.
Woohoo! All right.
So
well, then come on.
Let's go in.
Let's go. Come on in. Welcome to the collaborative reopening of the Virtual Worlds Education Consortium Educational Resources. With students and educators in mind, we approach rebuilding this learning asset space to invite engagement and exploration. The rebranding of the Virtual Worlds Education Consortium inspired the evolution of this shared space where our expertise, creativity, and curiosity mix and mingle. I'm sure you get a coffee while you're here and maybe a slice of pizza. In Virtual Worlds, learning is never a solo journey. Here's where each of us grows because all of us contribute. You shared what tools, tips, and tricks you wanted to pass on to new learners and teachers. We have evolved through insight, generosity, and the lived experience of our peers. and every interaction becomes part of the larger collective understanding. We have 4 areas of focus in our education resources, each color-coded to reflect its energy and purpose. I know, it's not a surprise it's color-coded. It's me. Every area is strengthened by the knowledge we share, experiences and memories made, and the connections we form. So in the very front there, we have the authentic avatar, your unique and virtual identity development. The red represents passion, heart, and the love of learning. Your avatar is more than pixels. It's a living expression of your identity, values, and creativity. In this area, peers help peers discover new ways to represent themselves authentically. You can try out poses. There's several things that you can click on to try out those poses, explore styles, share tips, and gather freebie clothing items. As we learn from one another, our true selves shine as our avatars and our confidence grows richer and more expressive. More selections and lessons will be added over time as our community continues to contribute. Our next area, engagement scripts and tutorial resources. The color blue represents clarity, activation, and the spark of understanding. This is where magical programming meets the aha moments. Scripts, tools, and tutorials come alive when shared, tested, and improved together. Whether you're offering a helpful resource, asking a question, or collaborating on new ideas, peer learning fuels deeper engagement and helps everyone level up. Max, World, Fran, Elli, Gentle, and many others have contributed here. You and your insights can shape what comes next. And then our next area, is communication, expression, and presentation tools. The color cyan symbolizes openness, creativity, and limitless possibilities. The sky isn't the limit here, it's just the beginning. This area celebrates the power of expression and the joy of learning from each other's techniques, tools, and creative experiments. Sharing is caring, and every shared discovery strengthens our collective skill set. Together, we build a community where communication becomes art and collaboration becomes second nature. And then our last area is immersive learning environment assets and content curation. The green color expresses growth, imagination, and belonging. Virtual spaces shape how we learn, feel, and connect. Here, we curate and create environments that inspire wonder, spark curiosity, and foster a sense of home. Pure collaboration is essential. Every builder, designer, and dreamer contributes to the growing ecosystem of immersive learning spaces. As we share assets and ideas, we cultivate environments where everyone can thrive. You belong here, where teamwork isn't just encouraged, it is the foundation. We support one another, build on each other's discoveries, and celebrate the idea that we're always learning, always becoming, always co-creating. This learning space is ever growing. Please connect with me and our teams about how you can utilize and contribute to the educational resources. We learn best when we learn together. Thank you very much.
I'd also like to mention that, and I know Zinnia feels the same way, that Matt Chatnor has been a huge help in with this building and with testing things out, and we so appreciate you, Max.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you for mentioning that, Elli. It does take a team of folks to try out things and test things, and I would like to thank Buffy also for testing things for me. It's so great to have so much support. And please reach out to me and let me know how I can add some of your fantastic content. More is coming. We're always learning. And I love the fact that we had a great tour at Virtual Ability, and I actually added a script that Gentle gave us during that tour. So we're always learning. Thank you. And thank you, Max. Thank you, Elli.
So thanks so much, Zinnia, and we are so proud of this area, and it's going to continue to grow. And we know that it's going to be supportive of you guys as well as our new instructors. We're so excited to have it reopen, and it will also help our students as well. So please bring your students or your friends. It's for everyone. Next, it's time to kick off the community fair. We're going to go to the stage on the midway, and you can walk over. You can actually walk over the bridge by the deck, or I will give you a slurl and you can just meet us at the front of the fair, and then we'll walk over to the midway. So I'll meet you there. Thank you. And since we're walking, if you guys would follow me, I think we just have a few left over, but I'm sure they'll follow the crowd. So we're going to walk over to the midway. And you're missing all the exhibits right now. So they're surrounding us. We have a theme each summer, and this year it's Summer of Community. As I mentioned earlier, community is the heartbeat of everything we do. Whenever I'm asked why I'm here, it's always community, and I hear others say that as well. When this idea came up, we hoped to have at least 15 exhibits. The enthusiasm grew, and we are so proud to say that we have 42 exhibits located here of important communities and 5 vendors. So that's 47 who are supportive of the educational community and joining us at the fair this summer. You will want to see each one, and you'll probably need to come back often. To give you some background, I'd like Marie to come up. Marie has had this wonderful idea, and I want to give her all the credit. But before I turn it over to her, I would like to thank each and every community and vendor that is joining us. You have been just wonderful to work with, and we hope this brings even more attention to you and all that you do. I would also like to thank Becky Beal and Valibrarian for their help in setting up this region. It would not be complete without them. You both are the best. And I thank you so much. I got to go to bed last night because of you. We hope you can enjoy some rides and munchies as well as you enjoy the fair. Feel free to use a bike or Segway to get around because there's a lot of ground to cover. Because this is a summer-long event, we will have changes along the way and some nice surprises as well. Val will talk about events that will be happening here in just a minute, but right now I'd like to turn it over to Marie to share her vision about the VWEC Community Fair. Over to you, Mary.
I was talking, but my mic wasn't on. Thank you so much, Elli. I don't have a lot to say. What I do want to say is that I think this is our third or fourth year on that we have a theme for the summer. And so basically what happened here is we were all sort of in the team events meeting. We have a lot of fun in those meetings, and we're just sort of throwing around ideas on what we could do. I think last year it was the summer of fun, so we were kind of focusing on using games for education. And I feel like we started to run out of ideas, but because we were also in the middle of the student challenge, and Linden Labs has very generously given us this space. It's normally for the student challenge, and they were going to keep it up until August. We thought maybe that we could have our summer of whatever turns out to be community here. And it started out as an idea. We thought maybe we might get 20 people interested in coming and sharing about their community. And we were really overwhelmed with the response. And I don't know about everybody else, but I kind of feel like we need to do this now every year because it's been pretty amazing. And you guys will see as you walk around and you see what everybody else has done. It's inspirational, and hopefully there's lots of ways for you to meet new people and find communities you didn't even know existed before. Anyway, that's really all I have to say. So I guess I'll turn it now over to Val.
Marie. And just so you know, we do have a couple expert series coming up in just the next few weeks. On June 12th, the new experiential learning workshops with Sophia Sakura and Marley Molina. And on Friday, June 26th, an expert series on community building. But I know you're all here because you're excited about the fair. And you can come anytime all summer through August the 15th. But we do have special events planned. So different groups will come and tour. And those of you with kiosks might want to be here. Stand by your kiosk, network, collaborate, tell about the richness you bring to Second Life. I put them all in chat. We have them on June 15th, June 18th, July 12th, July 15th, and during the MOOC on August 5th and 9th. As well as just any time all summer. I will also drop you a note card with those dates so you won't forget about them. They're also on the VWEC calendar on the homepage at vweconsortium.org. But it's time for us to celebrate the grand opening and kick it off. So now I'll introduce our amazing DJ, Tori. She's an amazing music lover, great DJ, also the curator of the Museum of Contemporary Art at the Confederation of Democratic Simulators, CDS. Tori and Ange have a kiosk at the community fair. So let's welcome Tori and let's celebrate. Welcome everyone to VWEC Community Fair 2026.
And we're going to dance right here, so we'll get rid of the chairs. And while we're waiting, just so you know, our chats and things can happen over here as well. This little area is going to be set up for that. We're hoping that you will take advantage of this wonderful area this summer and enjoy it. And we have lots of our community fair exhibitors here, so feel free to walk around and talk to them, and they can talk to you about why they're here and what they do, and I think you're going to be very excited, and then come back and dance. Thanks everyone for being here. There is a teleporter that will show you what's here, and if you want to go to a particular one, please feel free to use it.
I'll go ahead and share with everyone the note card that tells all the dates of the different community fair events. And they're all at different times of the day, different groups coming through, and everyone is welcome to come to any of these particular visits over the summer. And as I said, we particularly would like anyone who has a kiosk to come that day if it's convenient for you. So you'll have a chance to talk a little bit about what you bring to Second Life, share about your kiosk. So there's the note card.